Hello everyone. Today we'll study about the DDL queries. Okay. So when to use DDL? DDL means data definition language. Whenever we need to bring any changes in an existing table in a database, then we have to use DDL queries. Okay. So what is the main purpose is that bring changes in an existing table. Okay. For that purpose, we use our DDL queries. Now, what are the various types of DDL queries? Number one, first we will go with create. First, we will go with create. Now, what is the main purpose of create command is that to create a table or a database, we use create command. Okay. So, what is the syntax? First, let me explain the database one. So DB. What is the syntax? Create database, then database name. This is the basic syntax. Now here one thing we need to remember, this portion which I have written under angular bracket, you can see here this portion I have written in angular bracket because this portion will change according to the question, because in the question maybe database name will be mentioned, so accordingly we have to create the database. So for example, so suppose we need to create a database, student. Okay, so here is the example. Create database, then student. And all of we know that MySQL is not case sensitive, so you can write in capital letter, small letter, in as per our choice. There is no problem. Clear, everyone? So this is how we can create a database in MySQL. Okay. Next one is create a table. Next we use for creating a table. So for table, so suppose we need to create a student. So suppose we need to create a employee table. Okay. Table name is say employee. What table we need to create? Employee table. Say EMP. Table name is EMP. First one is ID. Then we have name. Okay, only this much. Fine. We have to create a table EMP having two columns, ID and name. Now ID say values are E001 and this one is E002. Name as usual, no problem. So here we can see the values are alphanumeric values. So its type will be varchar. So let's see the syntax. First we will see the syntax. Okay, so syntax is when. So we'll write create table, then table name within first bracket, column 1 data type, then size, comma, column 2 data type, size, comma, and so on, then semicolon. In MySQL we need to remember each and every statement ends with a semicolon. This is a very important one. Okay, you need to remember that each and everything in MySQL, each and everything ends with a semicolon. Okay, so now create table, we need to create this table. Okay, simple one we need to create. So let's see the example, means how to create this table. Okay, so create table. Table name is EMP. Its columns are, first one is ID. So its data type is varchar. So I am giving 5. We can mention any size as per our requirement, and then we'll write name. So name, let's keep it character. So here I am giving 15. So this is how we can create a table. Okay, this is the syntax, and this is the syntax, and this is the example of creating this table, and this is the default syntax for each and every table. Okay, next we will go to drop database. Second one, drop. Now drop is used to drop a database, okay, to remove remove, or we can write delete also. Remove or delete a database or any table. So whenever we'll remove a database, whatever table it will have, all the tables including the values will be removed. And in case of any table, whenever we'll remove a table, whatever rows, whatever values it will have, all those things will be completely removed from the database. Okay. So let's first see the syntax for database. So DB. Syntax is that drop database, then dvn. Dvn means database name. For example, we had created the student database. Suppose we need to remove that. Okay, so drop database, then we'll write student. So student database will be completely removed from the MySQL. Okay, is that clear? So next one is table. So here syntax is same, just in place of database it will be table. So I am directly writing the example of removing this employee table. We are going to remove employee table. So we will write drop. Here in place of database we will write table. Then we will write table name, that is EMP. Okay. So this way it will remove the entire table including the values. If the table is empty, then fine. If the table is not empty, then also it can, it can delete it completely from the database. Okay. So this is so far we have learned about create and drop. Is that I believe it is clear to everyone. If you have any queries, you can ask me, you can ping me in this regard. Okay. Thank you everyone.